but I don't see it. And then I realized it's like hitting my ass, just like just trying to get out. I'm like, you know what? Stay there. Revenge is near. But it's kind of like revenge, but then it's also like free meal. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going down there anyway. It's like, oh, this is awesome. I gotta come here once a week. This shit is amazing. Literally, this shit is amazing. And me and my friend Matt, who couldn't be here tonight on a small story that he has called I Have a Job. So he couldn't be here. But about a year ago, me and him made a bet. First person to do 800 push-ups in a row gets to lose his firstborn baby. So I won, of course, because I'm the man or whatever. So true to this, we're 12 months later, his wife gives birth to a beautiful baby boy. I'm like, jackpot! So the doctor hands it over to him. He's like, hey, this is your new son. You gotta love him. And then I just cut the doctor off. I'm like, hey, bro, a bet's a bet, right? He's like, God, you're right. Here, take it. So I'm walking out with a baby. He's like, joke's on you, that baby's retarded. So I do what any reasonable person would do in this situation. I spike the baby like I just won the Super Bowl. Who's the dummy now? Who's the dummy now? You are, Micah, son of a bitch. You are the dummy now. Where'd I put that paper? That paper just flies everywhere. You have loose-fitting pants and you're trying to find stuff. Don't ever put something important in because you're never going to find it. Check that stupid bed I made. Oh, the baby's fine, by the way. He's in the hospital somewhere. Alright, so what I like to do is I like to go to my friend's house. When they have a huge party and there's always that douchebag there, the guy that's got his own beer or whatever, it's his house. He's finally hosting. It's that guy back there with the hazard jacket. So I went to his house, right? And I knew that he wouldn't share any of his stuff with me. So I went to his bathroom and I pissed on the seat. But it doesn't end there. I flipped the seat up so that way he doesn't know who it is. A girl could come in the bathroom and she's like, oh, there's pee on the seat. But it couldn't have been him. No, he flipped the seat up. Think about that, guys. Do it next time. If you're ever seen in somebody's bathroom, pee on the seat, flip it up. Especially if they're douchebags. And my sister thinks that I care what her baby is. She's got a new baby. She thinks that I care. She's like, here, talk to Joe. I'm like, don't do that. I don't want to talk to this baby. So she puts the baby on the phone. I was like, I'm I'm crying. It's like, shut up. I was like, what? Baby just told me to shut up. I was like, why? What kind of conversation can I have with a toddler? Really? Yeah. How's your building blocks? Are they okay today? Was last time okay? I was like, motherfucker, I'm 7. I'm like, you know what? If you're gonna yell, I'm gonna leave. Because Uncle Joe doesn't play this, alright? I yell at you on your 16th birthday, maybe throw you a cake, if I'm in the mood. And that's if you don't make me mad. But being in a relationship a long time, you learn a couple things. I realized after being in a relationship so long, I can't masturbate anymore. I want to just have, a day to myself where I could just jerk it, 15 times, because I got that kind of time on my hands, you know what I'm saying? Literally on my hands. So I'll go in the bathroom, I'm about to whip it out, I'm like, yes, fireman time! I'm about to rage in there. I'm about to start. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just peeing. I'm over here and I'm just going to pee a little bit. So why do you take it so long? I'm like, you know, I know that you're out there, and if you can fuck off just a little bit, I'm just going to do my shit. Please. No, she's like, you're masturbating. I'm like, no, shut up. It's so intimate, it's skin intimate. You know what I'm saying? Anybody's ever bought I guess none of you guys have ever bought a razor in your life. So, a lot of people look like me, you guys kind of look like me, same kind of style, right? Have you guys ever been yelled at by a car that was going by? Anybody? So, I don't know. Alright, so, this guy, I don't know what to say to those kind of people, because they're in a car, what am I going to say to these guys? So this guy's riding past, he's like, you're a faggot, and I'm like, why don't you get out of my dreams and get into my car? That was so counterproductive. Now he's just getting gay and he's thinking about dating my car. And 10 minutes afterwards, this guy, another guy, not the same guy, because that was kind of weird if he actually did turn around. This is a different guy. He's driving real slow past me like a creeper, doing this, bugging his eyes out, really into this. He's really just checking, he's counting the change in my pockets. That's how deep this guy's looking. And I look at him, I didn't want to say I'll fucking kill you, because that's so stereotypical for somebody like me. So look at him, I'm like, don't look at me like that, dude, I will fucking fuck you. How do I do this? This is horrible. Have you guys ever been to a park and you see the guy just walking around minding his own business, right? Down talking and he just, oh, a trick. but I'm jogging. Like, I'm really going to believe that you needed, like, a 2-second cardio lesson. Like, you're just going to do that. Like, no, we know you tripped. Don't act like the ground jumped up and tripped. Like, don't look back. Like, oh, what happened? Like, this thing's just been chasing you for months, and he finally got you in the park around a bunch of people that you don't know. I fucking hate that guy. Just admit that you tripped. Hell, fall on your face. Because then it's like, you're not like a loser, you just fell on your face. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? And I was with this girl, and like I didn't know how to like really pick her up, so I just did like my best line. And you guys feel free to use this. Like if you ever see a chick you like, just go up to be like, "What's up, baby? Give me no, I don't want no more." She's like, "I love you, Joe." I'm like, "Shut up, baby. I know it." Strut away. Like this. Just kind of looking away, and then she's like, we get back to her place like later that night, and like I wanted to try something a little bit different than like, because like I realized like I read this article, and this does relate. Like, I read that, like, 80,000 people a year die from asphyxiation while masturbating. Sounds unreal, doesn't it? A little bit unreal? And then I realized how many times I almost killed myself with standard missionary mom and pop style masturbation, you know? And then I realized the numbers do add up. So I was with this girl, and, started getting hot and heavy. She's, like, scratching my back. I'm like, hey, you're killing my boner. Just please don't scratch my back like that. It kind of hurts, you know what I'm saying? Pour candle wax on my testicles. You know what I'm saying? Just do that. And I was with this girl, and, like, I was going to do, like, the who's your daddy thing, you know what I'm saying? I was like, so, she's scratching my back. I told her to quit getting rid of my boner because I need that. And I was like, who's your daddy, baby? Who's your daddy? She looks at me, she's like, Ernest Miller. And I'm like, yeah, what? All right, guys, that's just about my time. For everybody who came out to support me, thank you. I love you guys. For anyone who didn't say I was funny, look at me now. And I don't mean that by how I actually look. You guys are great.